As the children enter, you've got some fraction activities to do. For example, match the fractions. They're easy, medium or challenge, and they have to match the fractions with the pizza. This is one example. And then when they finish, they're to put it very safely so you've got all the pieces into the envelope. After you have taken the register and the children have completed a fractions activity, you go over the number and the joke of the week. After that, you're going to introduce today's task. On the board is a letter from a Lego detective saying, "Dear agents, the most expensive chocolate cake ever has been stolen. Vanished, we presume eaten. We need your help." Also on the board is the accusation sheet, which you're going to fill in at the end, and the answers. We also have got the information, which we'll come back to in a minute, on the suspects. We have the rooms where the cake might have been stolen from: the school library, the school kitchen, the classroom or the staff room. We have some information about the place, and we have some information about the days, which we'll come back to in a minute. You have a Cluedo board, and on the Cluedo board you have got the case of the missing chocolate cake, the Cluedo sign, and then one side you have got the rooms, another side you have got the days of the week, and the last side you have got where your suspects are going to go. Now your suspects might be slightly different to mine, but they're explained in your pack. Place the suspects on the Cluedo board. You have 3 packs. One of them is the room the cake was stolen from. The other pack is the day of the week the cake was stolen on. And the third pack is the list of suspects. You are going to describe how to find out which room the cake was stolen from. So you lay out the rooms sheets in their year orders on one table. So one table for rooms, one table for days, one table for suspects. You have a sticky note that will explain which year group these fractions questions are aimed at. However, some children do struggle with fractions, so it might be an idea to look at the slightly easier ones first. Please remind them about all the fraction sheets that are up on the board to help them as well. You have found the correct place where the chocolate cake was stolen if all the fractions are right on that sheet. For example, if we take the year 1, the staff room, they are to tick if the fraction is right, cross if the fraction is wrong. If they find that they've ticked all of them, that is the place where the cake was stolen from. They are to make sure that they use cubes, links, counters, anything else like that that they might need. And you're going to demonstrate, for example, finding half of 24. They need to work out if it is £10. If it is, they put a tick. If it's not, they put a cross. You're going to explain exactly the same for the day of the week. Works in exactly the same way. You have a sheet to demonstrate with the children for Key Stage 1, where they've got to find the day when both fractions are right. Tick if it's right, cross if it's wrong, and show them how to use cubes or how to put a ring around to work out if the question is correct or not. The suspects are slightly trickier. You have the sheet already on the board. One of the following 4 people has committed a crime. One is the victim who made the cake. You have the clues. The criminal made 2 errors. The victim has made 1 error. The other 2 suspects have made 0 errors. Tick the true or false box as you work out the answers. Then they can work out who committed the crime and who was the victim. They are spread into year 1 and year 2 or year 3, 4, 5 and 6. And each one has got the name of the suspect. So for example, this is year 1, it's got green arrow at the top, Pete the polar bear, Harry the hedgehog and Leo the lion. They all have exactly the same. And then there are 4 questions and they have to work out if it's true or if it's false. And then if there are no errors, then that person did not commit the crime or wasn't a victim. If there are 2 errors, then that person stole the cake. If there is 1 error, then that person made the cake. I would get your children in partners and to work on different sections of the Cluedo game, and they could always write one of their answers that they think on a post-it note, and then they can put it on one of the sections. So they could put a post-it note into which one they think the crime happened, or the day of the week, or who they think actually was the victim or the criminal. At the end you can add to the accusation board, and the answers are at the top as well. There is some great discussion here if children have different ideas and have different answers. Always refer them to using the resources to help, like the cubes, the links, any of the fraction sheets, to use any of that to help and to write on the sheets themselves. The children can use the notebooks or whiteboards as well as all the other resources. If any children are really struggling or have finished, and also to encourage every single child to take home, there are some fraction activities as well. The answers are also on your plan for this week. Who stole the cake? The room the cake was stolen from is always the classroom. A victim who made the cake, and the day the cake was stolen is always Tuesday. The children can also create a detective team name if they want to. They also then can have the prize of stickers, special pencil, rubbers and a certificate of a maths star at the end of the club.